Because it is a more accurate representation of a traditional map, everyone can benefit tremendously from using Google Maps. It provides a panoramic view of the neighborhood, including the landmarks and businesses that are in the immediate vicinity. In the event that you're experiencing boredom, another option is for you to go for a stroll using Google Maps. On the other hand, there are a number of eerie things that can be discovered in a variety of locations around the world. Yes, there are some spooky things and activities that were caught by Google's camera. Curious? Make sure to watch the video until the end and watch some creepiest findings on maps by Paranormal 10, discovering something tremendously creepy. It will blow your minds. So don't miss out on this video, and let's get into it right now. The Ghost Girl. It's likely that people will continue to argue about whether or not ghosts really exist until the end of time. But regardless of whether one believes in ghosts or not, there is no denying the unsettling nature of ghostly photographs. The Martha Chapel Cemetery in Texas is rumored to be the resting place of a particularly well-known ghost. In a picture taken from Street View, what appears to be a ghostly white girl can be seen peeping out from behind a plant. Some people believed it to be nothing more than a curl in the tree, while others believed it to be a real girl having fun with the camera. This was ostensibly confirmed by John Wells, who posts videos on YouTube. Wells asserted that the young video in the photo is his daughter in the comment section of a famous video that details the photograph. It was said that she was concealing herself behind the tree while Wells took a panoramic photograph for Google. The North Sentinel Island Shipwreck. North Sentinel Island is an island that can be found in the southeast of India, in the Bay of Bengal. It is especially noted as the residence of the Sentinelese, an indigenous people who have never had any contact with people from other parts of the world. They have a reputation for being violent and have even been known to murder people who come too close to their homes. An old shipwreck can be seen jabbing out of the water on the northwest side of the island. In August of 1981, this is the MV Primrose, a cargo vessel that came ashore off the coast of the island. The employees were forced to spend many days adrift, and during that time, they witnessed equipped locals constructing vessels on the seaside. Fortunately, they were saved by a helicopter just in time before any fighting broke out, and the native Sentinelese salvaged as much iron as they could from the ship. Hell on Earth. It's possible that New Baltimore, New York, is the inspiration for the fictional town of Silent Hill. On Google Earth, there was a time when the town of New Baltimore, which had a population of approximately 3,000 and was located about 2 hours north of Manhattan, was totally ruined. Users experienced a spooky bug whenever they entered the town, which caused the environment to take on a drab appearance and distorted colors. Only within the confines of New Baltimore did this bizarre event take place, but it gave off the impression of a combination of a disaster and a surreal work of art. After the user exited the city through the major highway, everything would return to how it was before the user's arrival. Despite the fact that this smells like something out of Silent Hill, it was actually just a regrettable technical glitch. It has also been fixed for a long time, and Google retook control of the city in 2015. Detroit Shotgun. A green Porsche caught the attention of the Google car in September 2009 as it drove through Detroit. There were 5 men on the Porsche, and one of them was pointing a shotgun at the house. Images show the man carrying the sniper rifle across his chest in one and pointing it directly at a Google vehicle in another. Since no shots were actually fired, it's safe to assume he was just showing it off. Unfortunately, a few years after this photo was taken, a child's body was discovered in one of the closets in this very house. No longer visible on Google, the house has been blurred out of the video. pigeon people. The image of a group of 8 people staring directly into the camera while carrying pigeon masks and posing in Western Tokyo is among the most renowned images found on Google Earth. When the user moves along the path and looks back, the individuals wearing the pigeon masks are once again confronting the camera, and a few of them can be seen leaning into the path. The pigeon people are a mysterious group about whom not much is known. However, it is generally accepted that they are a collection of classmates from the neighboring Musashino Art University. It's just a silly prank, and they aren't doing something that would warrant their disappearance from the frame. They were extremely competent, as evidenced by the fact that the plan was executed without a hitch. Desert Glyphs. The Aerial Photographic Archive for Archaeology in the Middle East has been conducting research on a truly peculiar site for some time now. In the Azraq Oasis in Jordan, you can find a variety of different geometric shapes that don't follow any particular pattern. Some of them take the form of circles with spokes that extend outward from the center, whereas others are more in the shape of triangles or rectangles. There is no clear explanation for why these shapes were created. We do know that they are more than 800 years old, and that they are aligned with the dawn of the winter solstice. This information is the only piece of information we have. It is mind-boggling to consider that our remote ancestors created these glyphs, much less that they would be observed from a high-tech camera in space almost 10,000 years later. It sheds a whole new light on the course of human history. The Nancy Figure. The city of Nancy in France is the location of one of the most well-known images that can be found on Google Earth. There is a statue that may be only explained as the spookiest monument in the world, and it can be found tucked away on the veranda of an apartment block. The statue is either a dark brown or black color, and it features long, stringy hair, as well as white eyes that are very piercing. There are a lot of people who think it looks like some kind of strange alien creature, while others consider it to be a tiki statue that is particularly unsettling. The creepiness of the statue helped it gain widespread attention very quickly, but ultimately, it became too much for Google to handle. It is currently impossible to make out any of the surrounding area of the apartment building for reasons that are not clear. Perhaps all of us witnessed something that we weren't supposed to. Sidewalk Baby. The entry is depressing as well as eerie, which is a rather unsettling combination. The illustration shows a young child crawling along the ground while seated on all fours. There is no one around, and the infant is placed directly next to a Gucci store that is completely dark. It appears as though the picture was taken very early in the morning due to the fact that the shop is dimly lit and there is no one other person on the sidewalk. Then why is this poor infant all by itself? Are they hiding just behind the range of our vision? Did they abandon it in the parking lot while they dashed into the store like they would with a dog? Most troubling of all, did the infant manage to run away from its home in some way? Because we don't have any answers, the photo is even more unsettling to look at. Kazakhstan Pentagram. When the star is visible from orbit, you can be sure that people will take notice. Kazakhstan's Upper Tobol Reservoir features a massive pentagram carved into the earth. The reservoir is out in the center of nowhere, and the carving of the symbol, which is more than 1,000 feet in diameter, appears to have taken a lot of time and effort. Despite its unsettling appearance, the pentagram's history may not be so mysterious. A researcher by the name of Emma Usmanova thinks it's just a park or campground decorated to look like a star. That's because the Soviet Union, of which Kazakhstan was a part, loved to incorporate stars into its artwork. Australian Triangle. A Google user in the Australian outback in 2007 came across a disturbing sight. A mysterious triangle of lights, seemingly in the center of nowhere, was discovered. Immediately, images of UFOs came to mind, and this, of course, became a popular theory. It was speculated by some that the pyramid was an actual UFO caught on satellite footage. The triangle was suggested as a remote transmitter for a neighboring wind turbine, among other more pragmatic explanations. It appears that this is the case. The eerie light triangle has been supplanted by a blatant wind farm. That's it, everyone. We would like to hear from you in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed along with turning on the notifications. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back in the next video.